President Trump has revoked Secret Service protection for former Vice President Kamala Harris. A senior White House official tells NBC News the vice president typically only gets 6 months of protection after leaving office. But a Secret Service official says President Biden had signed an executive memorandum in January to extend protections for Harris to 18 months. It's only been about 7 months since Harris left office. A senior advisor to Harris issued this statement. In response, the vice president is grateful to the United States Secret Service for their professionalism, dedication and unwavering commitment to safety. This is not the first time that Mr. Trump has ended Secret Service protections
Trump
for
just
someone.
pulled Kamala Harris Secret Service detail. That means the ex-vice president who still resides here in America is left unprotected. And we all know right now, because of this administration, people are very comfortable in their racism. Think about it. 92% of black women did not vote for him. Now what you're seeing here is a pattern from the black mayor in Washington, D.C. to the black woman at the reserves. He just fired. So is this politics or is Trump targeting black women?
Well. So, Madam Vice President, our first ever black multicultural female vice president is about to go on tour to promote her new book. And sales are projected to be through the roof. Yes, indeed. Not just the sales, baby, but the tour itself. Honey, the people are clamoring to see Miss Harris and get her to sign their book. And Daddy just could not handle this. Oh no, it hurt his ego in a major fucking way. So he came out today to say that he's going to suspend and cancel her Secret Service detail. You know me, I love to be petty. But the way he does his petty plays, so mediocre, I like to say. Do you think taking her Secret Service detail away is going to prevent her from outdoing your book sales? Or the book sales of all the other books of propaganda that you like to promote over there on your not-so-trues? Oh, baby, it's about to give you the blues. Because she's still going to go on tour, and we're still going to meet her there. And she's still going to sign her books, and she's still going to be raking it in, my friend. And there's nothing you can do, not even suspending and canceling her Secret Service detail. She's going to continue to make you look like a fool. And she doesn't even have to try. You do it all by yourself, Daddy. All by yourself. But I just want you and the rest of the Red Hat fools up there to know that once you're gone and you are no more, so will be their Secret Service details, baby.
Donald Trump ends former Vice President Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection after Biden had extended it. President Trump has revoked Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection that would have ended next summer after Biden signed a directive to extend it at the request of Kamala Harris. Now, we know that former presidents get Secret Service detail for life, but vice presidents only get Secret Service detail for 6 months after they end their post as vice president. Kamala Harris requested this because she, unlike a lot of people, have a lot of eyes on her because, one, she's a woman, two, she's a woman of color, and she just lost the presidential election during the time where the climate in this country is very divided, very violent, and very extremist. So President Biden extended her Secret Service. She is embarking on a book tour for her book called 107 Days, which includes several stops, and her Secret Service and other risk assessments have said that she's at high risk for potential targets and attacks, and Trump ending her Secret Service is just flat out mean, unnecessary, and honestly, he's wasting tax dollars in so many other places. This is not a good way to recoup tax dollars. Like, let the lady have protection.
I think it's a little bit too late for that. He seems to have made up his mind. Hey, beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. And all credit goes to the creators in these videos. So far, Kamala has stayed quiet. She only released a short statement thanking the Secret Service for their work and all of that. And criticism for Trump comes really fast. Criticisms of Trump's move, they are saying that this decision was reckless and irresponsible. And MAGA is saying that Biden overstepped by granting her more. They are saying that By law, the law gives 6 months of protection after being in office, and since this 6 months has been exhausted, they are saying it's not that deep. That's just like every other person that has been, relieved of this same protection after 6 months. They are saying that she should get used to it. And the other side is saying that, okay, this is not just an ex-vice president. This was somebody that contested and lost, for the post of the president of the United States. So it's really divided, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And many are saying that this is bigger than ours. Let me know your thoughts.
So Dookie Booty woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning and decided to cancel Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection. So Biden had extended hers because it usually ends 6 months after their term ends. But Biden extended hers for an extra year, so it was due to end July 2026 because she was receiving a bunch of death threats. But Dookie Booty decided to end it early. Her protection will be ending effective immediately on September 1st. So he literally given her 3 fucking days to get a whole new security team together, which is some fucking bullshit. But it's okay though, Dookie. It's okay. You won't get your karma. You won't get your karma. But he got wind that she going on her book tour and decided, oh, let me put this woman's life at risk and cancel her Secret Service protection while she travels around the world. Can't stand him. But it's all right because wherever she go, she gonna have a group of people that's gonna be watching her back. So it don't even fucking matter. She don't need no Secret Service protection because the people got her back regardless of where she goes. She gonna have a group of people that's gonna be right outside her bookstore, keeping watch, making sure she got whatever protection she need. We got you, Kamala.
So here's what's happening. Donald Trump has ended Secret Service protection for VP Kamala Harris effective September 1st. Biden had extended her protection for a year after leaving office, and Trump just stripped it away. But here's the kicker. Harris is about to go on a book tour for her memoir. This means that she will be in public spaces, at crowded events, on stage, without federal protection. Tell me that's not reckless. This really is not about policy. This is about power. And Trump has a history of using Secret Service as protection, or pulling Secret Service protection as punishment from people that he deems his political enemies. And now he's doing it to a former vice president. Think about the message here. You step up, you speak out, you rise to power, especially as a black woman, and suddenly your safety is negotiable. That is not democracy. That's intimidation, plain and simple. And the timing, right before a book tour, that's not a coincidence. That's absolutely calculated. So yeah, this is bigger than politics. This is about accountability, safety, and the dangerous precedent of a president playing games with people's lives. Because if Secret Service can be used as a political weapon, who's next?
So breaking news. Donald Trump just made one of the most reckless and dangerous moves we've ever seen from a sitting president. He revoked Secret Service protection from Kamala Harris, a former vice president of the United States. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. A former vice president, one of the most high-profile women in America, a woman who has been threatened, vilified, and targeted for years. Trump didn't just cut her protection. He deliberately ripped it away at the exact moment she's about to launch a nationwide book tour where she'll be in front of crowds, cameras, and strangers every single day. I'll tell you, that's not coincidence. It's calculated. By law, former vice presidents only get 6 months of Secret Service protection after they leave office. That 6 months ended for Harris back in July. Normally, her protection would have stopped there, but President Biden saw the writing on the wall. He knew Trump would go after his political rivals. He knew Harris was still a target. So Biden extended her Secret Service protection through January of 2026. Trump didn't just roll back a policy. He overrode that extension. He chose to personally strip away the one safeguard standing between a former vice president and the constant stream of threats she faces every single day. That's not leadership. That is political vengeance weaponized. Let's be clear about what this means. Secret Service isn't just a couple of guys in suits and sunglasses. They're the ones running intelligence, scanning social media, monitoring extremist chatter, and stopping plots before they become action. They're the ones coordinating with local police when Harris steps into a public arena. They're the people who make sure when threats surface, and they always do, those threats never reach her. And Trump, he ripped that away. He left her to fend for herself with private security that will never match the scope, the reach, or the intelligence capabilities of the United States Secret Service. Now let's ask ourselves why. Why would a president of the United States put a former vice president at risk like this? The answer is ugly, but it's simple. Because she is his rival. Because she's a black woman who stood up to him. Because she represents everything he hates and everything his base cheers for him to tear down. This wasn't about money. This wasn't about rules. This wasn't about fairness. This was about revenge. And here's the bigger danger. If Trump can yank protection from Kamala Harris, he can yank it from anyone. Today it's her. Tomorrow it could be any other opponent on his enemies list. Maybe it's a senator. Maybe it's a governor. Maybe it's their families. He said in the precedent that your safety as a political official depends on whether or not you bow down to him. That is authoritarianism. This move isn't just reckless. It's vindictive. It isn't just political. It's personal. It's dangerous. And it shows once again, Trump isn't focused on protecting America. He's focused on punishing America. So don't let anyone tell you this is just procedure. Don't let anyone downplay this as normal. This is Trump using safety as a weapon, turning protection into punishment. And when a president starts deciding who deserves to be safe and who doesn't, we're not living in a democracy anymore. We're living under a ruler who thinks he can decide life and death based on loyalty. And that's exactly what makes this move not only ridiculous, but
And it's really terrifying because at this point, we don't even know what to think anymore. I believe this poses security risk for Kamala because she's entering this high-profile moment with her book tour. And book tour, especially with her caliber, the kind of person she is, book tours come with crowded events. It will bring both supporters, it will bring these protesters, and the risk level goes up. So when other time, what is the English? When should she have this protection if not now? And this local police and private security, they do not have the same tools, they do not have the same national reach that the security detail would have, right? Because many people are saying that this is a personal strike against Kamala. They are saying that the president is using it for a political payback. What more time to do a payback than now, right, guys? And they're saying that the future leaders might now wonder that would their safety actually depend on who succeeds them? Because going forward, they are saying that any other person that comes into the seats will start thinking that, oh, okay, so when I leave office, this person is not actually going to care about me anymore. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And at all, right, it's no longer just about selling a book 107 days. It's about how she manages public appearances under reduced protection. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think, oh, it's not that deep? I mean, she had it for a couple of months after, so that's fine. It's only normal for it to be taken away now. Or do you think that it's not a big deal? Trump is not trying to save money by cutting the security detail off, and all that, because there's a narrative that is actually saying, oh, we cannot keep using our taxpayers' money to pay for somebody that is no longer in office. It's so divided by and twisted. Thank you guys for listening. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have found value, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.